Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get it.
Yo, this is about to really hurt some people's feelings. So if you a little sensitive, you might as well turn this joint off right now. Okay? How you afraid to drop a dime when you already dropped a dime? Got a wife at home, but you steady on my line. Talking about shorty, you remember when I grind slow? Did I really blow your mind though? Nah, you got me confused with your other booze. I've been peep game, so I never gave a cookie up. And that's why I got your wife on the line, man. And I hope she gets every single diamond ring.
Welcome. Thank you for tuning in to TK's Chronicles of a Black Sheep podcast. I'm your dope host, TK. We got a problem?
We putting extra adjectives and shit now? Okay.
Y'all hate?
I should get me an adjective.
I can do that.
Yes. Like D motherfucking W Randolph. Yes.
No,
I like
that wasn't gonna be my choice.
I like that. It got a ring to it.
Well, you just introduced yourself, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
you did. I like that.
Okay.
I gotta think on mine. Let me think on it. It gotta be something all razzle.
I got one for you.
No, I don't need you to name me. I don't need you to name me. Because then you gonna say something, I'm gonna say something, and we gonna spend the next 15 minutes going back and forth. I don't trust you like that just yet. I'm good.
When have I ever gave you some off the wall? Continue.
Thank you.
Continue.
But the innocent angel, good girl of the group, Nika thinks. Halo. Continue.
The research says that is a lie.
I think you could have kept that right there to yourself, like some.
I'm sure people know by now. I'm the one I'm the good one. They already know. Like they know. It's okay. Continue. Continue. You're wasting seconds.
I mean, you on here telling lies today. I thought you was gonna keep it.
What's this? 2 lies and a truth?
2 truths, 1 lie.
Yeah. Y'all would be the lie and I would be the truth. Can we come on? Y'all starting stuff too early. Come on, y'all.
She been drinking. That's all.
I didn't say nothing when y'all named y'allself. I just looked. I didn't make no comment.
All I said was dope.
Okay, and all I said was the innocent angel. Some other stuff.
You probably could have got away with innocent, but angel.
Okay. I'll keep innocent then.
And that's pushing it.
We'll stop there. Let's go. Run it.
Let me sage the screen from them.
I'm about to say she over there doing voodoo chants on your ass.
I'm trying to clear the screen because somebody.
Look, she done got froze up. Look at her. Yeah. Well, honey, tell y'all last week about messing with God's work. Y'all better behave.
Her crazy ass. She wasn't on her meds. That's what that was.
I'm inclined to agree on that one, but yeah. So, all right. How are y'all doing today?
I'm feeling good. How you doing?
All right.
I need a shave. I got that.
What's it called? The 12 o'clock shadow?
It's more like 1340 shadow.
You know, the top of your head gets off a shadow too. Right?
I know. That's for all that thought. That's what happens when you got too many thoughts going in your head. Your head get warm and start burning up the hell in your head.
What y'all had today?
What you mean?
I'm just.
No, I'm confused. You confused, nigga? I'm confused. I'm confused what you talking about. What we had today?
I mean, like, we know sometimes too much sugar for you kind of
I'm calm, actually.
puts you overboard. You're a little
I'm like,
delusional, though. So
I'm like that mellow right now. I should have smoked a cigar before I came on.
here we go with this. These new
I'm gonna blaze it up when I finish, though, dog.
hobby.
And that, hey, for everybody's watching, it is a true cigar. It is not that funky shit y'all be smoking.
Not the devil's lettuce.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Woo. Yeah, that devil's lettuce. All right.
Well, all right.
Well, all right. So we even got past that part. So
No shenanigans. Shenanigans.
all right. So tonight,
What you saying? You saying hi to Jesus? Hi, Jesus. Is that what it looked like? You just, oh, did it touch your Lord?
you know what?
Touch it tonight?
Whew.
Like she didn't have to mute herself, so she ain't got to say what you want to say.
Yeah.
Him, that's what it was.
I was, yeah.
She started singing a hymn. He touched me. Y'all know. You got that one old lady that come out in church. I just want to give glory to God.
Oh, Jesus.
And the Lord put this song on my soul today. And he started singing.
One day they gonna come get you, cause
And
you
then
be
hey.
starting shit. They gonna come and they gonna
then
knock
she
on your door.
She get mad at the musicians because they ain't on beat. She be looking at them like,
You brought it out of there. I can't. You done took me all out my element right now, for real, with that one.
y'all know, because you thought, because when I did it, y'all thought of that one lady.
I did.
That one lady that had that old ass wig.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, you're right.
They're going to get you.
Speaking of, when I get out of Facebook jail, I'm gonna add y'all to a group. Since we on this topic, it is a group where you know what I'll
Is
say
it
it off.
ChristianFreaks.com?
No.
Because you ain't never staying out of Facebook jail, so you might as
Yeah,
well
so you must be.
eliminate that. You got out of Facebook jail for what, 2 minutes and was right back up in there.
I don't know what be going on with that kind of stuff. I don't even know what happened.
And people
did, and you went right back to jail.
But the group is called, y'all can look it up, a group where we all pretend to be church folks.
Pretend?
And, yeah.
Nope.
They in character in this particular group. And they posting different like memes and have it. It's not what you think. It sounds like you're gonna be like, what the hell? When you actually get in the group, you're gonna be like, oh hell. But check it out. I'm gonna add y'all. I got like 22 days left on this little bit. Free Nika Pink.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That sounds like the midnight train to hell. I'm not getting on that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a hard pass.
My name is not Gladys Knight. You ain't finna send me on no train.
Man, say, look here, dog.
I don't need no assistance with somebody helping me go the other direction. I'm trying to.
Yeah,
you don't have to participate. Just like read
going
the
up yonder, not down, yonder.
She going to the upper room.
Yonder.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, I'm sorry.
But he can do all that, but y'all gonna diss the group. Okay, you right. All right, y'all got it.
No, you can put me in the group because I'm
you going anyway.
Oh.
You don't behave yourself. But okay, continue. I'm interrupting.
Oh, Jesus. So tonight's topic is Parenting 101, parent or pal.
Mm.
So I know we all know, probably have heard that most common phrase from a Black mother.
I brought you in this world. I'll take your ass out.
Dang, I guess this
Well,
is not
That's
that
one of them too, but not that
Not
one.
that one.
Oh, ain't that one?
I,
Oh,
I,
I
I
ain't
can,
one of your little friends.
there you go. Yep, that one.
Your
Look,
mama
he's
never
all
told you that she
confused.
was never one. She ain't one of your little friends. Don't play with her
I
like
ain't never put her in that. I
He
guess
probably
that's huh?
he didn't test her. That's what that means. He didn't test her. Just yeah.
That's probably
He
what she
didn't
said.
test her.
I brought you in this world and I'll take your ass out. That's what she said.
So you tested her on a whole different level, because when they ready to take you out, you done messed up. Like,
Oh well,
I'm
yeah.
a boy. What? I mean, come on now. Y'all don't want to be trying to be all girl pals and shit.
really? That's what you think, that mothers are the pal versus the parent?
No, not all the time.
Okay, because I mean that sound like that's what you were saying.
I said y'all be trying to be girl pals and shit. Well, you
Okay.
know what? It comes. I think. Now I think about it, it comes with. It's like a balance. You gotta have a balance. But I've seen people that are like more to try to be the homie than the parent. And I'm just like, yeah, nah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I want you.
Because it's normally said mama's boy, daddy's girl, and usually for daddies, it's the girl that she can get away with murder. She got daddy wrapped around.
But that's not being a pal. That's just like having a soft spot for your daughter. Not like when I say a pal, like you going to the club with your kids and shit.
Oh, you mean that kind of pal?
Yeah, like y'all sitting there rolling up. Hey man, my mama rolled this fat ass joint. Like what?
Right.
That's dysfunctional, right? Or like I had a friend. You know what? I had a friend that used to always say that she'd rather have her kid get drunk and high with her than to do it in the street. And I was like, that's kind of that's different. I understand the meaning behind it.
Yeah.
I understand the meaning behind it, but that's different. Because I don't give a damn if I smoke crack. I'm not gonna have my child smoking crack with me.
Okay.
That's just me. I don't care if I drink. We're not gonna have a drink.
Okay. So question.
What?
So, what you saying, the not drinking, not smoking, does that change if they are become 21 and up, and they're at the age?
You know what? Like a drink or like special occasion, that's fine. But we're not finna. Hey, let's go get fucked up. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, go get me a fifth of Henny. No. What?
I mean, they grown. So I mean,
yeah, they grown. Well, take your grown ass to your house and get drunk. Shit, you're not finna do it in mine.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. That's just me. That's just
Okay.
me.
I mean, because I mean, now that my child is over the age of 21, my baby will be 24 in a couple of weeks.
Damn.
Did you really?
I had to. People coming.
That I ain't gonna lie. That is like my favorite, whatever you want to call it right now. That is like my favorite, because I played that mug about 25 times and I was in here.
I had to do that.
He is. Kevin Hart makes me sick. Because he hit that part, he was serious. He's like, damn. Ooh, love it. He killed me, but that is one of my favorites. But by the way, Duriel. Anyway, so we might have a glass of wine or something together or a drink, but we ain't getting drunk together.
Right.
Yeah. We ain't doing that. Yeah, that ain't what we doing. So, I think the rule. Well, I don't want to say the rules. I want to say, I guess sometimes things change once they become grown to a point. But then it's so different.
So if your daughter, hold on. So if your daughter say, "Hey, mom, I want it's a new club in town. I don't feel comfortable with going." See, that's simple, right?
I'm not.
I ain't even finished the statement, and you were shaking your head like.
I said that because you said club. Like, I'm not a club.
Okay. It's a new lounge, however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, lounge.
I would probably do that. I think it's a lounge. We can go chill, listen to some music, like her music.
Okay.
Our music styles are kind
So
of.
what's the difference between that and a club then?
Well, because I don't club. Like, club is club. It's the lounge is a little more relaxed. It's a little more downplayed. The vibe and the crowd is usually different. Like, think about it. My daughter is 23. I'm 43. Like,
damn. I'm sorry. I just had to do it. I'm sorry.
Our crowd and age different is totally different from, she ain't gonna, I'm pretty sure she ain't gonna be trying to be with the 40 and up, and I ain't trying to be with the 20s, with the 30.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that shouldn't even be a conversation.
That don't make.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, the lounge, I probably shouldn't have said the lounge. I gave you an easy way out with it. But like stuff like that, getting drunk.
No.
Like, I guess my thought is I want my child to be in a position and a place to where they can feel comfortable with talking to me about everything.
Definitely.
But not to the point where it's like he'll talk to talk to his homeboy and stuff like that.
Okay.
I remember the first time. I remember the first time my son cussed in front of me. That was the funniest shit in my life. It looked like
ain't it weird? I was like, and I
looked like whole life flash in front of his face.
I ain't gonna call her name, but I did that black mama and called her middle name. I was like, she's like, sorry, mom, that slipped. And I'm like, okay, I know it's your house, but I ain't used to that around here. Like, Joe house over there, but And as a matter of fact, I think we was at her house where she did it. And I was just telling her,
how you gonna go to her house and tell her how to live in her house?
I wasn't. It just, when at the spur of the moment you hear it, I am not. Like when you hear it and you like it's like the shock, and you like call the middle name.
Hey, you cussed the pearls? Oh.
And she was like, sorry, mom. Like, she had a house. That kind of it's like,
Nah, I forgot what he was doing. He was doing something and he was like, what the fuck? I was like,
oh, he dropped one of them.
Oh, he dropped the 3.
Yeah. And like I said, his whole life flashed before. He looked up, his eye got this big. And he just went pale.
I would have too. I still don't cuss in front of my mama. I don't care. I don't do no. Like chopping bombs like that. Well, I'll say stuff like damn and hell, something like that. But I ain't gonna be dropping no B's, no F's, no. I'm not doing it.
It's still cussing.
But I'm not dropping no hard.
It's different level. It's different level.
It's level.
Because I'm not finna do that.
She about to go old school. Damn is in the Bible.
Look, my vocabulary is very clean, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
and then I think too with the cuss words if they get used to cursing around their own parents and using that type of language, then they ain't gonna give a damn about you out in public nor you out in public. So they cuss in front of their parents. So it's like they're not gonna have respect for you if they talk to their parents like, Mama, I told that B blah blah blah, and they see you in the store and they talking to I told that B. They gonna keep talking like they ain't gonna respect
That's
you.
that goes back to
No.
the damn. Something's in my eyeball. I guess
I was just gonna say, no.
the friend, the parent or pal, like if they
Exactly.
that,
They palling it up. That's
Mhm.
like,
or
that's
maybe not, cause if you look at it, you can hear that shit on TV, like
Yeah, you can.
I
But
on
mean,
public, on not just cable TV like it used to be. HBO is the only time HBO, Cinemax, Showtime. Growing up was the only time you heard a curse word.
yeah.
Nah, you on ABC.
it's
I'm just
still
waiting.
manners and respect though.
I mean,
It's
I'm
yeah.
just waiting on
still
her to start
Now I
cussing.
agree to that. There's still because
Mhm.
to me, I don't care how old your child get, they're still your child. You're still
Yep.
their parent. So there should still be a level of respect
Mm-hmm.
there, where you're
Mhm.
not just hey motherfucker, beep beep beep
Yeah.
beep. Like I think there still should be a level of respect there because I am still your mother, or
Yeah.
or I'm your auntie. Because same thing with my nieces and nephews. So I think there still should be a level of
Mm-hmm.
respect. Like I would never go around like my great grandparents when they were living or whatever like that and be dropping bombs. Like I think I slipped and said a
Oh,
word in front of my dad the other day, but it was in the word. It was repeating what somebody said. It wasn't me just dropping it, and it was like hell or something like that. And I was like, "Ooh,
See? Because that respect is there. You're not gonna pull that shit in front of your daddy.
I was like, oh, I'm just telling you what they said. I didn't say it. I'm telling you what they said." So
Yep.
I was repeating. Don't be side eyeing me like that. I'm a daddy's girl. I'm a daddy's girl. So
damn! It got dark in here. It looked like it about to rain.
whatever. I ain't worried about you. I am a daddy's girl.
It's
Whatever.
about to storm on your end.
I love my daddy. So thank you very much. But so yeah, so it's levels.
Yeah.
I
Agreed.
yeah, you still have to show some
I
kind of
think
respect.
I don't think you have to hide. Once you get a certain age, I feel like you don't have to hide what you do. Like, okay, you over the age of 18, 21, whatever, and now you 21 and now you drink. I feel like you don't have to hide the fact that
That's a
you
lie.
drink,
That's
but
a lie.
don't do it in front of your parent. Like, we not finna do that together. Like, I'm not
That's a
finna go and hang out with my mama and have be getting roasted with my mom. That's some special occasion type stuff. Yeah,
Like,
I may
hey,
have a glass, drink a little
That's a
something, but
lot
we
of
not
shit.
gonna
Like
just be
me
engagement.
and my
pouring
family,
up together.
yeah, me and my family, we in our damn 40s, and we be walking around when we in South Florida. We were walking around hiding liquor and shit. Hey, I got that thing in the car. I got the thing in.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. And they'll go outside.
Exactly.
They'll go outside
Exactly.
and come in with a cup.
Let me tell you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And see, like I know even like we would do family reunions and my dad's side of the family that's the super religious side of the family. But then, it was like they didn't understand to a point that all of us, everybody ain't in that,
Mm-hmm.
everybody ain't churchy, Reverend Bishop, Doctor, we not. So, we had the ice chest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do that little
It's either
signal.
that. Hey, we finna go to the store
We're
That
we
part
go-
right there too.
Man,
and
we
be
go,
gone for about 5 hours.
we go to the trunk and
Yeah.
just chill
Everybody
like
come back
hot
laughing and
youngers at the cars. We chilled out where the cars was.
And then the smokers went for a walk. They ain't light up at grandma's house. They took a walk.
Ooh, no,
They took a
you
walk.
better, baby.
You don't do that.
Don't you
You
come
took
in
a
there
walk.
with that smell on you.
Baby, they was when you had people all up in their 30s and stuff, making sure they good. You better not. But
Yeah,
same
so
thing, respect. I think that has a lot to
So
do
that's
with
what it sounds like.
going
That's what
back
I'm about
to
to
it
say.
again.
That's what I'm about to say. That's what it sounds like. Like when it comes to like people being real tight with their kids, they're showing their kids that it's allowed to disrespect them or
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah,
giving a
or it's
pass,
okay.
basically, because
Huh?
it is.
or like giving a pass,
Yeah.
because I think that, like, you know how they say respect is earned, it's not just given,
Mm-hmm.
it's earned.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you could respect Aunt Marie, but not respect Aunt Carol. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can respect Aunt Marie and don't respect your own mama. You want
That
to talk about it? Let's talk about it now.
that part. So
Mm.
I, yeah, I think it's and even with the parent pal thing, I think that falls also if you have nieces and nephews, definitely, because
Mm-hmm.
I know that I had certain respect for one Amy over here, where this one, I won't say I disrespected her, but I didn't move. I moved
Oh,
different with her because I
yeah.
kind of kept her 50 feet. Like, it's not even mess with
Mm-hmm.
you like that. I respected her for her age and stuff, but as far as respecting her on the level of, I guess you can say, on title, I was like, and it kind of wasn't there. You know what I mean? It's like you be disrespecting everybody and talking crazy to everybody, and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I mean, let's be honest. I think even with parenting, there's some kids that respect one parent and don't respect the other parent.
That's
Yeah.
yep. It could be like that in blended families.
Ooh,
Yeah, be like that in
ooh.
blended families. You ain't my daddy. Where that motherfucker at then?
Ah!
Wow.
Oh, so
You ain't my mama. I'm just being real. I'm
I
keeping it
see you
real.
sprinkling the pet. I see you coming with the petty. I do see.
I'm not petty. I'm just telling you how the shit that I hear. And
Wow.
I just look at people like, I mean,
Mm.
in a way that they're right, they're correct. They're not their biological, but an adult is an adult. Period.
Yeah, but just because an adult is an adult, don't mean the respect will always be
Mm.
given or earned.
So it. Mm.
See, that's going on some that's a whole nother little alley right there. Cause
I mean, I'm just being
So let
real.
me ask you this then. So is that the problem then? Like we have begin to create different, like we begin to create that gray area, and that gray area keeps expanding. Cause like growing up, we was always taught respecting the adult regardless of whatever.
mm-hmm.
Well,
Now it's like okay,
and I,
now we're saying you got to earn respect.
but
Then
Yeah.
I've always heard you have to earn respect.
shit me.
Yeah. I'm for me it was family members, the adults were the adults, you give them respect. But when
Yeah.
I got over the age of 18 and I wanted to handle people according to because I had these feelings, then I had those feelings then.
Yeah.
But I never got to the point of disrespect with them while I was young. I didn't do that. And even now, I just handle them differently. I just
Different.
don't
Yeah.
fuck with them, whatever it may be. But during
Yeah.
that
And
time,
it's like
mm-mm,
it's people don't teach that no more. Like they don't.
mm-hmm,
It's like, well, I don't fuck with him, so I don't want you to fuck with him. So you just basically told a child not to fuck with another grown adult.
or it happens because them grown adults be talking shit in front of the kids, and then the kids form their own opinion. And
Mm,
because mama don't respect that person, then they
mm,
got issues. Now the kid didn't hurt and be like, "Oh, well, I ain't gonna
mm,
respect him either."
mm.
Now, parent. that ain't got nothing to do with your kid, because you
Mm-hmm.
got beef with Shirley. That
Mm-hmm.
baby's ain't Shirley.
And you
And
know,
that beef ain't
kids
got
can't
nothing to do
hold
with that
water.
baby.
You know, kids can't hold water. They'll tell everything. My mama said your breath stink. That's why she don't like talking to you. Like, damn.
You know what?
Hey, now come on now. Everybody trying to act brand new. How many times you done heard a little kid say something off the wall that their mama or somebody they know don't repeat it in front of them?
Mm.
My mama said she don't like going over your house because you got roaches.
But what that kid doing around anyway to even hear that conversation?
Hello.
They need to be in the room.
And that's where I'm going with that. That's like
that part, because I know I definitely was raised on that. Kids should not be in grown folks' conversations.
mm-hmm.
Because you got some of them, you be talking and they be in your mouth like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a no. We didn't do the grown folks conversation thing. That was
Yeah. When we talk, and you be doing that, they be talking and they'll stop and give you that look. And you knew what time it was. They gave you that look. You're like, oh shit, time to go.
Keep on walking. You better keep going to your room. Wherever you going, to the kitchen or somewhere. Keep going.
Not. I mean, granted, times have changed. We have evolved. However, I believe that we still should have that set foundation of respecting an adult.
I do
Like,
too.
Now there
that's
should
just
always be a level of respect, period. I mean, I do believe that, but I do also believe that there are some people, if they're not showing your child respect, it's going to be hard for that child to respect them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I definitely see that part of it.
But then that's when you just tell your child, stay away from him. Because I
Or
guess I'm
better
on the
yet,
thought process.
have that conversation with that adult. Look, just stay
That's where
away
I was
from
finna
your
go.
kid if
That's
you're gonna
exactly
be
what I'm
like
about to
that.
say. That's exactly what I'm about to go.
Don't even put the kid in it.
That's exactly where I'm about to go.
I hope you ready to start swinging when you had that conversation.
That's fine. Hey, man, hey. I
It is what
got
it
messed up
is.
knuckles, but I got a good ass trigger finger.
Really?
I don't fight no more. I keep telling y'all, I'm getting too old, man. I can't, man. Hey, if I hit somebody, my arthritis gonna kick in. I'm be hurting for the next couple of weeks. I'm not finna do all that. No. I'm either gonna pick up something and knock your ass out. I'm gonna throw some hot rocks at you. See if you can catch one. That's it. It's
Look,
no. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
I'm not no.
don't tell nobody else that.
All that elbows and shit. No. All that swing. No. Mm-mm.
Okay,
Don't tell nobody else that.
Especially if I got on my church clothes. Hell no.
You sitting up here like this talking about I don't fight no more. But you
Oh nope.
better
Mm-mm.
beef
Nope.
up and flex on them or something.
Hey, have you seen my hands lately? No.
No, I'm
I
sorry.
got all. See, the monkey paw. The monkey paw.
Okay, I'll give you a pass.
Yeah.
I give you a pass. It's cool. I'll give you a pass.
Okay,
I
so
don't even have no knuckles no more. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
so I guess it's safe to say that the drinking, the smoking, the clubbing is more pal than it is parenting.
Yeah, it's just about. I think it's more about respect. But here's the thing, though. Here's the crazy part. Not crazy. It is in who said it? Sigmund Freud said that is a healthy relationship when basically when the the parent has I'm quoting now. I don't have it in front of me right now. Basically when the relationship of the child and parent is not blended, but what's the word I'm looking for? It's mixed between friend and parent. And I was just like,
I can see that. A nice even blend of it, not
yeah.
too much. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can see it.
No, I mean I can see that because you don't want to. For me, you don't want to you don't want to be too much parent to where your kids can't come to you and talk to you when there's an issue, and then they
Mm-hmm.
start to get that information from outside sources and it's incorrect information. So you,
Mm-hmm.
if you're ruling with a armor fist, they're going to be less reluctant to come talk to you and have those conversations.
Or when they get in a bind and need to be calling their parent to help them out, but they too afraid to call that parent. Call me. I don't care what it is. I told my daughter already. Like, we have open dialogue, but I let her know. Never be to the point where you're in a position where you know you need help but feel like you can't call me.
But that's a gift and a curse at the same time, though. And the reason why I say that is like because the balance is really, really, really delicate because you still gonna have that situation where the child is gonna be in a bind, but they're more afraid of your reaction and disappointing you versus the outcome of that situation.
Probably
And
so.
that's where it gets crazy because like I experienced it with my son and I'm just like, bro, why you just didn't say nothing? And he was like, I didn't want you to be upset with me. I'm like, I said, I'm gonna be upset regardless, but
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
work through it.
yeah.
I said we can work through it. I said I'd rather you be upfront than I find out later or some
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
And you have to reinforce those conversations. Don't just say it once and let them know. You got to constantly let
Mm-hmm.
them
Yeah,
know. And I feel like
that
constantly
reminder.
have that dialogue. And yeah, like, because mine, she's 17. I don't have no grown up yet. But, I feel like I'm always giving
But
her
don't be
these
trying to
little,
shoot that. Don't be trying to shoot
I'm
that slug
just
on the poop.
saying, because
That was a slug.
she ain't on her own yet. She almost, for what it's worth, she'll be 18 in a few months. So I'm still trying to give her that little bit that I can give her right now while she's at home. Don't go there. Don't do me like that. I wasn't even trying to do you like that. You the one said your baby was going to be 24 and told all your business. But we do have those little conversations where I just let her know and kind of reinforce that, like, if there's anything you need to talk about, sometimes you'll be, what do you want? What are you talking about? And I'm like, I'm just saying, if there's anything you want to talk about, if you ever need me, something ever happened, just making sure she understands and constantly telling her, like, I'm here if you need me.
I'd say the funniest shit that ever happened was I was like that with Trey, with my son, and he said, "Dad, I know, but it's starting to get annoying now." And I was just like, "What?" He said, "I understand. I can come talk to you. You don't have to say it
Yeah,
every day." I was like, "I wasn't
yeah.
saying it every day, asshole."
Guilty. It wasn't every day, but
Exactly.
I know I've said it as a reminder, and yeah, she was just kind of like, "Mom,
And y'all kids ain't never said nothing like that.
huh?"
Yeah, they do. They'll be like, are you done? And I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
Okay,
Go
I
I was
ahead.
about to say,
I
I was
get
about to say,
that
this boy
from
is too
I
much
get
like
that
me.
from
It's
Santi
scary.
now. Like people like,
I
"Mom,
told you,
I
Asante. Oh,
know
his
already."
ass, yeah.
He be like, "I
He's 12,
know
about to go on 30.
already." Yeah, he do. He be like, "Mom, I know already." I be like, "Santi, love you." "Mom, I know already." Santi.
Hmm.
Hey, do that when he get the middle school and high school.
Oh, I do. I still do it with
Hey,
Nate.
roll up to the
He hates
school,
it.
say, "I love you, Santi."
Oh, he's cool with it. He gets out the car and he be like, "Love you too. Have a good day."
Oh, well,
Oh, he
that's so
like,
sweet.
ooh,
Because these over here
ooh.
don't do that. They'll turn around and give me the death glare. I'm like,
That's right. That's
all
what I'm
right,
talking
well then I like you. Is it cool? Can I
about.
like? Can I like you? All right,
Yeah.
cool, whatever.
Well, right now I can enjoy it. I don't know how long it's gonna be before it's not
Mm-mm.
cool to tell your mom.
When the girls start getting around now,
Mm.
that's when it's gonna happen.
Pissy tail.
And he gonna be like, "Mom, give me her, Santi."
She gonna cry too. She gonna cry.
They're gonna give you that church
Really?
hug.
Really? That's what we doing today?
Just saying.
She talking. She gonna be like that with little man too. She gonna be like that too.
Uh-huh.
Watch.
I think I'm too hard for all of that, honestly. Because my
Lies.
girls, they don't like the whole. Them kids, they don't want me being out. When they were little, I showered them, I hugged them, I kissed them. I was just always. But now that they're older, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, we good.
Yeah.
No, they don't like me to be so.
Okay,
So I think
Yeah.
we got that part, but we don't try to turn down. Don't try to make a left turn when we.
I'm
clear
not.
the road. You gonna cry?
I'm not gonna be as.
You must forgot I know you.
Boy. If my girls get like that, I know the boy gonna be like, Ma.
Watch. Okay.
And they gonna break your heart. You're gonna be like, your heart gonna be broke. I know mine gonna be broke, so I ain't gonna.
She gonna be like, this mother.
Let me tell you. That reset button got me good.
Motherfucker.
I'm good. I'm gonna be good. Don't worry about it.
Remember, I hit a reset button too.
Yeah, I'm good.
I ain't gonna be good.
Oh,
Y'all funny.
Just saying. Whatever. So,
Y'all funny.
as we are having this conversation, we were talking. We pulled up different parenting styles. More than what we thought we knew existed.
Blow that up.
Let me see.
You know me and Duriel can't see.
Hey, you talk for yourself, Shawty.
Can you see that?
Glasses without.
Yes.
T gonna be calling on you like they used to do in school. Read that first line for me, please. There. You ain't gonna be able to read it. Tell her to blow that up.
She's me.
I can't see it though.
All right. So, as we were discussing and doing our homework this week on parenting styles and that such and such, and we were trying to figure out where we were with our parenting methods. So first one I'll go with would be the outsource. And
you know what?
What? You outsourced?
Nah, because it's. I was about to ask y'all a question. I'm trying to phrase the question the way I want to ask it.
Okay.
So when they say, I see what the meaning of outsource is.
Okay, so can you read that meaning?
Yeah, read that.
Somebody that may not know what outsource means.
Read that. Go on and read it, Duriel.
No, I was about to be an asshole, and I was saying, no, I'm not gonna do it. It says hires others to train or care for your kids, relies on professionals, strives for perfection.
You can see that shit for real.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This is what I want. This is what I'm gonna ask you guys. Since we are in the age of technology, could people who sit there and throw their child in front of the iPad, iPhone, iTV, smart TV, dumb TV, all that stuff, be outsourcing?
Well, I'm gonna go with yes, because
it says hire somebody.
Yeah, that's hired. But if you pay for that tablet, they hired.
I think if you are allowing the tablet and TV to raise your child, then yes. If you're expecting the TV and tablet to teach them please and thank you and how to use the potty and how to feed themselves and dress themselves and all that kind of stuff, that's kind of outsourced and allowing. But If they use it like as a backup, then I don't think so.
Well, if it's a backup, it's still being used as outsourced, as an outsourced switch.
When I hear outsource, I feel like to me, outsource would be like, well, I don't want to raise my child, so I'm just gonna send my child to their grandma's house and let their grandma deal with it.
Ooh, and there's a lot of that.
I feel like
Man,
that's
there's a lot of that going on
outsourcing.
now.
Because now I am alleviating or not taking on my responsibilities as a parent, and now I'm putting that
Why are
on.
you looking at your titties when you talking?
I thought it was just me
I
that
don't
thought
think-
that.
Yeah,
They was me, and they was talking to me. No, I'm just
I was like, what is she looking at?
Yeah,
shut up.
I mean, it was kind of there.
I'm gonna have to run that
Yeah.
back. I didn't know this.
Yeah,
I didn't know. Is
Yeah,
that a
watch.
habit? I hope I don't do that all the time. I
Nah,
hope
it was
not.
just like you just started doing this and you went down here and was talking. I was like, damn, that conversation got good.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
You know, I'm not gonna play with you. Go ahead. Just go on. I'm done.
But because even now, I know, like when I go to, when I take Santi to his appointments, they ask, well, how much electronic time is he getting?
Yeah.
How much is this? And that kind of thing. So and you could tell. I've worked with kids for a long time. You can always tell that kid that's learning from the tablets. They watching Coco Melon 5000, and they watching
And
what's
Elmo
that?
and shit. And they sounded like Elmo.
Exactly. So it's like an overload where that's all they know. They're not learning the hands-on components and stuff, but that's what that's what they know.
Mhm.
So you can kind of tell who be on it.
So yeah, okay. So let me ask y'all this then. I'm finna get messy real quick. Like,
You always
As per usual. Look,
we all know each other, right?
What's your name?
Bet that up. All right,
Yeah.
what would you say your parenting style is?
I
And and everybody else got agree or disagree.
what? Well, how
Mm-hmm.
can somebody agree or disagree and they ain't in your house?
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
that's why I asked a question. We all know
I
each
don't
other.
know. Let me see if I can read this. Hold on real quick. Let me find it.
If not, blow it up in the messenger. So
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now.
Because I was looking at that as well, and I don't think for me directly that I'm one in particular. I think I'm like a piece here, a piece here, a piece here. So
Like what? So you like Franken parent?
So for instance, I'll say I'm a tiger because with Asante having ADHD, autism, that thing, like the routines are very important. Is that routine and that structure is very important for them. So I really push to keep that routine to make sure he's in bed by 8 o'clock. He's only getting 2 hours here on the game. We're in bed, we shower. I really try, even down with therapy and stuff, I really do my best to keep, okay, Tuesdays at 4:30, this and that, like keeping that routine and that structure because they thrive better that way. So,
But is that by nature or due to the fact of his situation?
I would say more due to the fact of his situation because, like, most kids they go with the flow. They know, okay, it's 8:30, but they might push it to 8:45. Like back in the day, we used
9
to
o'clock.
sleep on the phone. Yeah, we used to kind of push it, kind of thing. And so even though I would say they had a bedtime, but sometimes their bedtime is like, oh, I forgot. and then they got caught up on the phone or doing something else, and I'm looking like, But with him, I'm really a stickler with that because I know that importance of getting that level of sleep that he needs, and his day is smoother when he's rested, and that routine, it really makes a difference. And when you deter from that routine, it kind of sometimes it can throw him off if he don't go to sleep till 9, or we're not using the same barber, or those things, maybe those things make a difference. So with him, yes, that is one of the parenting styles I would say that I adapted since he had got diagnosed. So,
is that your primary?
No.
So what's your primary then?
My primary.
So what basically what did you do with him and the oldest?
Ooh. Yeah, see, well, okay. So I would say that I'm authoritative, because I do believe in those. I do believe in those lessons. As you give them punishment, let them know while they're on punishment, let them learn from that punishment. So hopefully it will not be repeated. That's supposed to be a lesson. It ain't be something going over and going back in and do it next week. You're supposed to learn from the lesson. That's what the punishment is for. It's to learn, okay, when you do this, it's cause and effect. You did this, so this happened, it's this. So I would say that still providing the structure as well as guidance, and having a loving nature. Anybody know me know I love my babies. I still kiss on and hug my babies, and and call them my babies. They my babies. Even my oldest baby, she knows sometimes she hated it, but now she just let her mama just go.
Yeah, you one of them. I bet you be annoying. You be annoying the shit out of them. Ma, stop. Ma, stop.
You just jealous because your mama don't like you.
I ain't hear what you said, but okay.
I said you just jealous because your mama don't like you.
Yes, she probably don't.
I love my baby. So
I can't stand that Negro.
I am. No. I'm that loving mama. I'm the mama bear. I'm the make sure be safe. Call me when you make it home. I'm that mama.
My mama say I'm crazy. So
you said what?
My mama say I'm crazy. So
she's telling the truth. I mean,
so you need to watch your mouth now.
I count all facts on that one. I'm just saying.
Anywho.
So yeah, I would say I'm more authoritative.
Authoritative, okay.
With
Nika, do you agree?
I mean, but I'm not in T's house to be able to speak really on her dynamic.
You've been around her long enough.
Yeah, but like I've been around her, but not to the point where it's like we're constantly like around her and Santi to see her parenting skill.
Okay.
So it would be hard for me to just say.
Yeah, that's because that's kind of like even with you, like we haven't really been around you.
Okay.
Now,
we've had conversations.
Yes, we have had conversations.
You're right. Okay, you're right.
We haven't like seen.
I retract that statement.
In action, in daddy.
I retract that statement.
Okay, because we haven't seen you in actual daddy mode. So, it's.
I retract that statement then.
All
right, Nika Pinks, you up? Let's go. You on the clock?
Sure. Well, to be honest, I'm gonna just say it this way. And I'm gonna say it for the people that don't know. I got three still in the house. 17, 11, and 3.
Ooh, that gap.
Wait, hold on. 17,
11, and 3. 6 years
apart. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we can say that. So
when he hits 6, you gonna get another one?
Hell to the No.
I'm just saying that's the track record now. That's your track record. We're
We're
gonna contact you. We're
done.
gonna call you. Hey, T is in 3 more years. If she say I'll be down, we already know. We already
I'm telling
know.
you now, in 3 more years, if that happens, y'all just go ahead and come over here and pack up my stuff and take me to that little padded cell over there, I'll press her somewhere. Cause yeah, I'm not gonna be right.
You
I'm
right.
done.
You know what? I'm about to go left. Never mind. All right, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. So with that being said, every last one of my kids is different. The girls are pretty much night and day. And then the boy child is night day mixed with a little solar eclipse. That's what he got going on. So just being honest,
he's just like you.
The boy child, first of all, I wouldn't say that, but yeah, he's a mix of them both. Plus he got his own little stuff going on, and it's a lot. So looking at this list, I can honestly say that I'm a lot of different stuff.
No, what's your primary?
My kids are different, so I can't be the same way with each one of them. Like, Ivy's to the point where I'm not gonna be authoritative with Ivy. Let me make sure that's the right one. Let me look just to make sure.
Yeah, put your glasses on.
Authoritative, I don't have to be really that way towards her because she's old enough now to where I feel like me being on her neck is not necessary. Like I've given her
We're not
everything.
talking about that though. We're not talking about now. We're talking about in general.
I'm trying to tell
she's telling you.
No. She's talking about right now.
You want me to tell you I have a right now style? I'm telling you my style right now is different per child. I can't say I'm authoritative with everybody because I'm not. They're different, so I cannot handle them the same
Ivy
way.
was growing up, you wasn't authoritative?
Ivy was a different type of child.
Really?
If I look at when she was younger, just because I handled her a certain way when I was younger doesn't mean I handle her now. Doesn't mean I handled her sister that way when she was younger. Doesn't mean I handled Jace the same way.
That's what I'm trying to get at. I wasn't talking about like right now. I'm talking about now. That's what I'm saying. Like, and it kind of sparked another question because then you hitting on something. So I'm sorry, I ain't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna write that question down before I forget. Go ahead.
It's just levels for this. It's a little bit of and I feel like when it comes to the outside of that neglectful stuff, I feel like there needs to be a little bit of everything, but in different stages of their life. Like I can't say I'm gonna be authoritative for months old all the way to 18. I'm not gonna be that way. Like I can't say that I'm freaking helicopter all the way through their life. Okay, Dace, instead of me being one of those who where it says helicopter overlooks kids' weaknesses. When they're babies and they're little, you're not supposed to focus on where they're weak. You build them where they're strong.
Right.
So I'm not going to be that type of parent towards him. But maybe Ivy, or excuse me, Savannah, because she's in school, you know, there's certain stuff in certain areas where she's supposed to be up to par.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be like, okay, we're not going to overlook those weaknesses. You know what I mean? We need to get down to the root of what it is going on, and we try to fix it. So it's hard for me to say that it's just one specific kind, and I'm a lot of different stuff with them.
Okay.
But I can say, boy, I'm gonna have my foot on his neck more. But yeah.
So you're gonna be the authoritative now. I don't know. Okay.
I mean, that probably sounds like a cop.
A threat? Yep,
not really a cop out for me.
No,
but,
it's actually it kind of opened up a thought that I didn't even think about, and actually two thoughts.
Yeah,
Because
you
when
can't parent the same.
yeah, and that's what I'm gonna say. So
God no.
does the child dictate that?
Yes.
I think
And
they
then
do, and their
Yes.
personality and their learning styles do.
Yes, it does. Because I know I had to do that turn with my parenting with from Nay to Asante, which Nay wasn't a bad child. She really wasn't. She was really easygoing. A lot of the stuff that a lot of the other kids and stuff, well, parents was having the issues that they were having with their kids, I didn't have with Nay. So she really was, easygoing, where she did have a little more, freedom because she wasn't a problem. And I adjusted where I felt that she was responsible, whatever, like that at. Now with Asante, yeah, mommy has had to change her style of parenting because where how I was raised, and even though I made changes with Nay, I still had to make changes when it came down to him because how I raised her versus him, it don't work the same.
okay. So then, mm, mm.
Yeah, totally different ball game. For instance, um, like some people would say, spank them, beat them.
Chop him in the throat.
That don't work with him. That could turn something that be like this into a whole hurricane. Like that does not work for him.
Hmm.
Period. So we don't do spankings. Somebody probably just fell out and passed out and probably had a heart attack when I said that. But no, I do not spank my son. It there's it doesn't he doesn't do
And
anything
there's a difference
that
too.
requires
Like
a
there's a
spanking
difference between spanking and goddamn
and beating their skin
and
off with
fighting.
white meat. Like
Yeah.
there's levels to that. I can
Yeah.
talk to him if I have to repeat myself, which my kids know I do not like repeating myself. But I can take that game away.
Yep.
That and crushed his whole life. We gonna get it together. I don't have to whoop him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then here's another thing too. I was thinking about it when y'all was talking about because I got one by blood and probably a million by whatever. Both just
Yeah,
just
part.
came to me. So my experiences is not the same as yours. Does like and you just said that your let me read the goddamn question. Because I'm trying to set it up. Well, damn, it ain't working the way I wanted to. So, what does your parenting style changes because of the child, or does it actually change because you're learning?
Ooh, both.
I could say both.
I have to say both because I had to learn about autism. When he got diagnosed, I went to classes, had to learn everything from their eating style to their sleeping, like all these different things. So I had to go to a class, and I'm like, okay, that ain't gonna work. It was like going down the list. That ain't gonna work. I'm gonna change this like that. Like I said, we have schedules. Like we had a schedule with my daughter where she knew, but with Santi, we have a schedule. Like getting him adhered to the schedule, I had made a whole chart, cool little chart. It had Hulk on it, everything. It was cute, but to teach him to get used to the schedule, it was like little Velcro on there. Bam. Okay, we got up, we brushed the teeth, we washed the face, we put our clothes on, we made the bed. Like we had to pull those off and put them in the little envelopes. We can, keep that focus, get that strict schedule in line so that he sticks to it. Because when we get off the schedule, it was like we had a little chaotic morning. And the bad thing is when it's day schedule, but you used to the schedule, and then you get off, and you did number 2, and where for number 4, and number 4 for number 1, or whatever, and now you all messed up, and you like, oh shit, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be. It's 6:50. I should have been showered and brushed my teeth already, and I'm still in my damn pajamas, and we gonna be late this morning. So, yeah. So it does. Like, I had to learn what works for him, and in learning what works for him, yeah, I had to learn. I learned some things that made me change my parenting styles. I learned some stuff to add to my parenting style. It was a whole different change, and I had to do that for the child and the benefits of the growth of the child.
Yes, I definitely agree. Because then you have to look at it too. Like you said, you have a daughter that's so much older than him. So you went through those stages a long time ago, and you can't use those same techniques with these new babies. Like, you can't, like me and trying to use stuff that I did with Ivy on Jace. It's like, girl, is you crazy? That stuff don't even work.
That's that
don't work.
parenting.
You can't do it. They're individuals, and they needed to be treated as such. And when it comes to parenting and discipline and stuff, it's handled the same way in my house. Even like me, in the beginning with Ivy, I was more like a parent. But now that she's hit that threshold where she's like almost an adult, our relationship, I won't say it's like a friend, but we're kind of pals. Like, we talk about a lot of different stuff. The communication is open. Like, we have that dialogue where it's open, where you're like, dang, y'all talk to each other like y'all just friends. And it's like, as she got older, that's how we communicate. I changed how I work as a parent to meet her halfway at where she is in her life. So some people could be like some people go off, oh, your daughter says bruh. I call her bruh sometime too, because that's her lingo. So sometimes I will come down off that parenting where I am when I have those conversations for her or with her. A lot of people don't, because they like, it's respectful. And I'm like,
yeah.
But your baby call you by your first name.
Baby,
don't do that.
Now that
she still calls me mom. She don't call me Peaches. She don't call me by my nickname. She don't call me Carol. You got them.
Not ever.
We're not there.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be there. Now there is where we not gonna be.
Yep. And a lot of these parents now got their kids calling them by their first names and their nicknames and stuff. I wish the hell they would.
That we ain't doing. We ain't palling.
Like, could you imagine?
Girl.
They walk to the door and be like, "What's up, T?" You be like, "Girl."
I think she did that one time to get a reaction out of me too. And yeah, I think I damn near gave myself a whiplash.
Like these kids doing them skits right now about the scholarships and telling my mama was a prostitute. I would never play with my mama like that.
Oh no, mine bet not.
So
that's on that pal. That's on that friend pal side.
Hold on. How you go into being the host and start asking us questions and you ain't answered none of the questions?
Oh, I was about to go back to it because I got another question. Y'all, actually, you started this question. Y'all started. Mine was authoritative. Because I'm big on, and he'll tell you, he can vouch for it. I always tell him that I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I made growing up.
That part.
So that's why I'm trying to. But I don't want you to. I don't want you to be. I don't want to give you everything. I want you to learn it on your own, because the way I did it may be different than the way you can do it. Yours might be easier. I mean, you got more resources than I do, and so I'm always like, I'm gonna give you the tools, but it's up to you to use them. And I do that all the time. I'm like, but I'm gonna still say, hey, this is the standard that you need to meet, though. It's just not like, here are the tools, you go figure it out. Nah, you need to be on this point. You need to be at this level. Case in point, that's why his ass going in the military now, because he continuously didn't meet the standard. So okay, bet this is not the consequences, but this is the outcome of you not using the tools that you were provided. So that's my thought. But then something y'all, when you just said it, actually, you said you'll never you never do the thing that the scholarship thing that you would to your mom. So do you think that the way your parents were shaped your parenting style?
No.
I would say yes and no. So I think because I know we kind of touched on this in a prior conversation on another episode. As me growing up, I didn't agree with a lot of the parenting styles that my parents had. So I was like, when I have my own kid, I'm not doing this,
Right.
this. So I do believe with that, there were many things that my parents did that I didn't do with my kids, period. At the same time, it's like, you know how they had a phrase where you could try so hard not to be somebody and then still kind of be somebody. And then when you have that certain structure, some things are just kind of really deeply embedded. So you may catch yourself doing certain things. And then you catch yourself and you make them, try to make those changes. But I definitely believe that because I didn't raise my kids anywhere close to the way my parents raised me.
Nika?
With me, I knew from my childhood what type of parent I did not want to be and what type of things I did not want to take into being a parent. I think that a lot of times I look at that when it comes to discipline, when it comes to them, because I know how certain disciplinary actions, how it made me feel.
Right.
So I always take that into consideration because, we wouldn't get beat like nothing like that. But I know nobody likes to get spanked. Nobody likes people putting their hands on you. So I never really wanted to be that type of parent that feels like I have to use my hands to get a point across. So that's where sometimes I feel like, okay, maybe I should have been more like when it comes to certain stuff, maybe like the boy, but he's 3, like he's learning. But I just know who I didn't want to be as a parent, and I stay away from that. And I use other methods. I find myself doing it now. Jace, don't do that. Jace, that mommy said, you know what? I'm finna whoop your. That's where I go. But I try to do that other parent.
Damn, you escalated fast.
I try to do that first.
That shit escalated quick.
That other parent, you know what I mean? Like, come here. Jace, come, mommy. Don't run, Jace. Come here now. Bring your ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm just be real. That's where I'm at.
She
But
she escalated quick.
I don't want to be one of them parents that just be like, snatching you and snatch your arm out the socket and shit. I don't want to be that parent. But that's kind of where I am with it.
So what about you, sir?
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah, I'm for me, my sister's father, he used to beat the shit out of me for no reason, like real talk. From the age of I want to say like 5 to I was in middle school. So I said that I wasn't gonna be that type of person. Like if my child did something wrong, I wasn't gonna beat him just for the fuck of it. And so, however, if my point is not getting across, then then it'll come out. But other than that part did dictate how my parenting style. Because like I said, I knew how I felt. So I said I refuse to have my child feel like that. Like, yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, them ass whoopings was.
Yeah, and it was crazy because like
and beyond.
it would be like shit, little silly shit. Oh, you got a C on your test. I get an ass whooping. I'm like, motherfucker, this shit was hard. I want to see you do it. I ain't say that. I wanted to say it. But, I wanted to say it. Like, why don't you get your dumb ass in there to do it? But I didn't. Or like, like it was just crazy shit. Like we live about 2 miles, maybe a mile and a half away from the school, and I walked every day. I had 15 minutes to get home. A mile and a half, 15 minutes. So I would literally run with, like, if I had to run track, that would have been perfect time. So just shit like that.
So since we was in, I had to blow the everything up so that the blind people can see. We got a couple of comments. Marcy said, Duria, you know you blind as a bat.
She knows she next. I don't know why she talking.
So
she knows she next.
She also asked where she can find the chart, and I will post that. Definitely post that in here. In the I'll post the link in the messenger. Because it was very interesting. That was the only chart that I found that had like everything on there for us to use. Because it was a lot. But yeah, and DW, why you saying that? I do believe when you're in those situations where I don't want to call it abuse and set the people
off. It's abuse. Just call it what it is. And that's why I say. That's why I say it's a difference between whoopings, spankings, whoopings, and abuse. It's a difference.
Most def. I highly agree. I do. Mm-hmm. I highly agree that it is. Like there is a difference. You know, I do believe that there's such thing as spanking. When you can get you trying to get their attention, you can get their attention. But when you're drawing blood and leaving marks and
and that dumbass phrase, look what you made me do. Nah, bitch, you did that shit on your own.
Oh no, I anyway, never use that.
I ain't never used that one.
I'm having flashbacks.
I'm like, give you something to cry about. I'm like, you already gave me something to cry about. That's why I'm crying.
Give me some more. But I ain't
crying because you tickled me to death. I'm crying. Not what I'm scared of.
Hey, speaking of tickling, you know, I just found out the craziest thing about tickling.
Here we go.
I didn't know tickling is a form of torture.
For some people, it is.
No, for real. Like, for real. People used to get tortured by tickling. Because it sends it sends, what did it say? It sends the same impulses through your body as your body going in I want to say either going in the shock or having a heart attack. I was like, hell no. I said, don't touch me no more. Don't touch me. Don't try to. But anyway, that's just a random thought, random fact. Brought to you by DW Randolph.
Yeah. So I think we've all been in a situation where we're at the grocery store or somewhere else and we hear the "Shut up, mommy, you're stupid."
Oh, my bad. I had to drop my phone. Like, what? That's when that Bernie Mac come out. You pick up a hammer and slap the fuck out of him.
Baby, stop.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, you know, would that be a parenting or pal or non-parenting? Because I like where that fall at. Or you see that
That's a
kid
crazy motherfucker.
that hauled off and slapped they mama in the stove or kicked the other. I done seen some stuff and I'd be like,
That ain't their first time doing it. That's all
no,
I say
it
about
ain't.
that.
No.
That's on some frequent stuff. It happens all the time at home. I probably did it around some other family members and people. Mama still didn't do nothing. Now I'm just out in public wilding out.
Because baby,
Well, see, that's that. I think I don't know if that's cultural or is that somebody who's coming from a place of abuse. And what I mean by that, they're to the point where they said they're not gonna not abuse. Yeah, I'm gonna say abuse. They're gonna allow their kid to express the feelings that they weren't allowed to express.
ooh,
I don't know
growing
about
up.
that. Because that's still disrespect. It's like, okay,
definitely.
But according to whose standard though? That's yeah. That's how they could look at it. According to whose standard? How is that disrespect?
telling
Your
your
child
parents
is
to shut up.
your child. Listen to me. Hear me out. Your child is experiencing a wide range of emotions
Mm-hmm.
and feelings, and they're trying to express them, but you won't let them express their emotions. So the only way to get your attention is for them to give you that shock factor.
Baby, that's more than a shot.
Well, they gonna get shot right the fuck back.
That's past shot. That's past electricity. That's something totally different. That's a wake up call. That's
Yeah, I think that's too far.
way
I'm
too far.
for expressing your feelings and yourself, but not to that point. That's too much.
Okay, so I have a question.
Oh,
What
girl,
about
if you finna ask my question, we gonna fight. If you finna
Come
ask
on.
my question, we gonna fight.
Come on. Come on.
Go ahead,
So,
ask your question.
how do you feel about the parenting when the child does something and the parent uses what the child does to try to teach the child not to do it? So, for instance, biting. So, I've known, because you know, I done worked with kids for a long time, where a child bites somebody and the parent bites the child to try to teach the child not to bite, and their biting hurts.
I seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. I Go ahead, Nika, because you got your finger up. I thought you were picking your nose for a minute, but go ahead.
I when Ivy was little, I want to say no. You know what? I take that back. That wasn't Ivy. Maybe that was Savannah. One of them did get their ass bit back to show them what it was like, because they was always biting people.
Mm-hmm.
So they got that ass bit back and they never bit again. And that's what I mean about that difference when it comes to kids. Because when Ivy did it and she bit for the first, because all kids go through that biting stage. But when Ivy did it, she got popped like we don't bite. She never bit again. But Savannah, that pop wasn't enough for her to be like, I won't bite again. So I had to show her what a bite felt like to stop her from biting. And she never did it again. When somebody did it to her, then she saw it hurt. We don't want to bite no more.
And I've seen that go both ways. I've seen it work, and I've seen it make a situation worse. Or the you don't hit, but now you didn't your reaction to them getting in trouble for hitting is you didn't hit them.
You know what? Yeah, that's me and Jace. Because he'll go hit his sister, and then I'll pop him back and be like, don't hit him, and
No
pop
hit
him.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
And
you're
it's like, what sense did that make?
It don't. And I'm glad you said that because I was writing it down. I was writing all this shit down.
None whatsoever.
how long is your list? Because you
Man, no, I'm writing it like it's because y'all sparking questions. Like y'all sparking questions. And since I didn't have no paper to write on, I'm using my phone. Just, and but y'all be talking so fast because I can't type it. I can't do the
This
thumb.
monkey paw.
Yeah, I told you.
Mhm.
I hit a button and my thumb get caught like this, and I'll be sitting here for a minute. But, so what that is, is that saying that it is a learned behavior? Like
I think
as a parent, like is that a learned behavior? Like
I think in the beginning, well, I'm half and half. I want to say in the beginning, it may not be learned, but maybe when it's the consequence that it then becomes learned. Because kids are just sometimes kids can't, for instance, kids can't talk or express themselves. So normally their reaction is to hit or to bite. So I think in the beginning it's a reaction, but I think when you use that to try to correct the problem, I think it becomes.
I wasn't talking about a kid. I was talking about a parent. But okay.
Some parents are still kids at heart.
Oh, I got. Go ahead.
You a big old kid yourself, Lord.
Because I got a good one. I'm finna start some shit again.
Come on, shit starter. Come on.
So,
well, here we go.
As we sit here and discuss parents, parenting styles, and parenting methods, we keep using the word parent very loosely. So, my question to you is everyone a parent?
No. No.
So what makes
you had a kid?
Come on now.
You a parent?
Come on now.
I would definitely say that because there was a couple of issues that I saw this week, and I was like,
"You solved issues? What? Go ahead, sister. Give me a high five."
Hush. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you could be. How do I want to say it?
Just say it.
Around somebody and you can see their lack of parenting, and you just be like, when are you gonna start being a parent? Like your child is 4, like when are you gonna start? Because you could tell that kid is taking care of themselves. They come in and they pants is backwards, the shirts inside out, they shoes and socks don't match, hair ain't combed, teeth being brushed. They just got up and did it themselves and did the best that they could. But baby, you dip to the nines. Your hair's done, your nails is done, you got your booty shorts on, like you cute because you finna go somewhere. Like this.
So are they a parent or are they a person with a child?
They're a person with a child. You could tell when a child is, the person is there. Like they too focused on social media, trying to catch the next dude, the next situation, but the child is just not being. They're not being parented. If your child is 6 years old and they don't know their numbers, their ABC, they don't know what they should know for the age appropriateness.
And they're healthy. Because remember some kids have a learning disability.
And they do. And believe me, I know that. But you can tell, like we was talking about with the tablet, you can tell a tablet child from a child that's being taught. There's a difference. You can tell a child tell from a child this parent is not teaching them anything from that child with the tablet, from the child that's being taught and not experiencing the tablet. Like there's things that you can see. Like it if I ask you, Duriel, what size clothes you wear? And you don't know, and you of age, at a decent age where you should know what size you wear.
But that could be different in every household. Cause like if you got a parent that always dresses you and everything, you're not gonna know. They're not gonna tell you until you get like in teenage years.
There's and there's some teenagers that don't know what size clothes.
That's something different. That's something different.
Sometimes you ain't being taught.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't be taught how to. It's like one of those things of for mothers, you're supposed to teach your child how to hygiene. Hygiene, you're supposed to teach your child, and even just brushing teeth. Like some parents don't.
But this generation weird though.
How to brush teeth or how to bathe properly. That they're supposed to put on deodorant.
No, but this generation is weird though. I don't know what these kids be doing. Like they'll be going like days without taking a bath, and I'm like, bro, you went to football practice for the whole week, and you just wash your ass on Friday before the game. You got a fungus in your asshole right now. You got a mushroom on your booty. Like, bruh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, like it's just like I said, you can just tell when a child is not being taught like stuff that they supposed that you would assume, okay, you're 8. You don't know how to brush your teeth, or you don't know how to comb your hair. Like you can tell when stuff is just not being taught. Like, you could tell that from a child that has a disability. I'm just saying, you can tell when a child is not, that time is not being taken with that child.
Okay.
And you can tell when it's children in a household and that token child is being taught versus that ain't
favoritism.
And you like how y'all in the same household, but
that's another topic. That's another topic.
This child, I say
that's another topic.
I'm just saying. Oh yeah,
that's just another. That's just another topic.
That token versus the non-token child. That's some real.
What
shit.
The hell?
That is some real shit right there. But you can tell. It's you got that one kid that got a haircut, and then your other son ain't got no haircut, and they've been like 5 months.
So that's yeah. We got to do better as parents.
I'm gonna say it's Black people.
Because like
whatever you want to see, but I see a lot of Black children.
And we don't expose our kids to a lot of shit either. I think that's part of.
What do you mean?
I just had another question.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Never mind, cause y'all over there shaking your heads and shit.
Go on, cause you getting excited. Ooh, I got another question. Go ahead. Go
No.
Come on.
His brain gets going. He like, oh, go on.
Yeah, it is.
We here for it.
Yes.
So, as you know, we always say that we want our child to be
better than us.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I'm that parent.
That's good. But there's a lot of parents out there that are afraid to allow their child to be better than them, or
is it afraid or jealous?
Oh, see, we on the same wavelength because I was about to go there, but you just.
I think that part is jealousy. Surely,
baby.
You just monkey stomp that motherfucker.
Baby, I know
Uh-oh. She said she know.
I do that. Yeah, they don't want their child to be better or greater than them. And I'm totally the opposite. I want my children to have and to be greater and to go above and beyond. I want them to go as far as they can and they want to go. But I've seen where a parent has
Intentionally
sabotaged
sabotage.
or
Yep.
tried to sabotage their child from
Mm-hmm.
growing because they did not want them to be better than them.
And that's the crazy part. And
That
it's like,
is the most fucked up shit I ever seen and heard in all the god dang on days of my fucking life.
and that's the crazy part. Like now I'm sitting here thinking about it. And it's just not like physically sabotaging. It's mental too.
Yes,
Like
all the way around.
little slick shit folks say. Like what? Damn! Somebody told me. Somebody was telling me a story about they. Oh, this what it was. So a friend of mine, her son brought home. I think it was like a B. No, yeah, it was a B on something. And she was like, "You got a B? I'm surprised." And I was just like, "So you just gonna piss on his parade like that?" And I thought it was just him, but she did it with the like all her kids. And I was just like, she had like 4 kids, and she did it with all her kids. And I'm just like, that's crazy to me because your child is trying, and you just gonna piss on their shit like that. Now you saying like you don't have faith in them, so they're not gonna have faith in themselves.
Mm.
And then
It's like kick them while they down, even though they up.
yeah, yeah,
You kicking them like
yeah,
that's it. That's as good. That's as good as you can do is a beat.
yeah. And I was just like, wow, that's
I remember when I was
amazing.
in such and such.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
that kind of mess.
yep. And I
And
was just like,
it's crazy you brought this up because there was a girl that had posted in a group this week, and she was saying that her and her mother worked together. She
uh-oh.
said that her herself was working 2 jobs already. So her mother had found another job, and her mother had told her about the job. So
That's
the
cool.
girl got on with the job like this, and the job was paying more money. Well, another job came back on the end, and it was like $6 more. So she took that job. So her mom was like, "Well, I know you ain't gonna take that job." She was like, her thing was she wanted her to get her on, but the guy, I guess, had kind of heard about how the mama is, so he didn't want her. He didn't want the mama. So when she kind of went back and was like really pushing the daughter, like, "Get me on, I got you on. That's the least you can do is pay me back." But when she went to tell her mom like that, okay, you know, they don't want you. She's almost 70-ish, so they really didn't. She didn't fit in to have that job because it was a very, rigorous routine. Well, her thing was, so I know you ain't gonna take that job since they didn't give it to me, or I know you're gonna quit. Like you can't you can't be making more money than me. I'm older than you. But she really wanted her to quit her job. Like she said, her mother had been giving her hell. Like, oh, there go that broad. She thinks she's better than everybody because she making such and such amount of money. And like, yeah, she said her mom had just really been giving her a hard time with the job to the point that she was starting to feel guilty that she got the job because every day was, oh, there's Miss Goody Two Shoes or that. Just
your mama, that's so weird. Like this is amusing to me. I've never experienced nothing like that. That's crazy.
It's not. There is, and I am gonna say this shit. I am, because the conversations and like even the what I sent out the other day, the podcast to watch the other day. There is this army of mothers that hates their daughters.
which is crazy. You know what? I don't think they hate their daughters per se. I think that, and I not just daughters. I think I was thinking about this a couple weeks ago. Actually, I forgot what sparked that thought. I don't think that it's the fact that the parents hate the child. It's the fact that they see that child's potential. They see their lost potential in that child, and it frustrates them.
So you don't see that as a level of hate?
No, I'm not hating the child, like the child's being as being the being.
No, I'm not. I get what you're
Yeah.
saying, but you don't.
No,
see
that's hate. No, that's hate, but it's not directed at the child. It's like looking in the mirror. They don't like what they see. They have that, oh, I could have been such and such.
I'm gonna call
But
it
they see
hate.
that potential in that child.
I
Like
know.
a fear of being left behind type.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I'm gonna call it hate.
Of being better.
With the people that I've talked to and the people that I know that's in that situation, is hate. And there are reasons behind the hate that have nothing to do with that child.
Look, us, we
That could be a whole nother topic, because there's some situations where some mamas hate their sons like their daddy, or because daddy left. So there's some people that hate their kids. I love my children. I love my children.
You're cheering. You love them cheering.
But there are some parents that do hate their kids.
They're cheering.
But there is a great amount of mothers that hate their kids. Some hate their sons, some hate their daughters. But
because of the choices that they made.
It definitely
right on.
So
because of the choices that they made, they dislike their child. That sounds like a sermon.
You finna preach?
Hmm.
Bishop Randolph, you finna preach?
I do got the name, Bishop D.W. Randolph.
Please don't.
I can't with you today. Oh, I can't with you today. I can't with you today, Lord. So, yeah, I mean, I think I'll say in my conclusion, I think it is better to definitely be a parent. And I think that you can adjust that parenting to how needs be per child, per situation, whatever. But to be a whole pal,
I say you just gotta know that balance. That balance.
I definitely believe it have to be a balance, but I'm not gonna go thought shopping.
Yeah, we not
shopping with my child with an outfit with my shorts up in my behind.
I've seen it. I've seen something on TikTok that kind of fucked my head up too.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I was like,
what was it? Oh, it was two. It started out with one chick standing in there. She said, "How do I keep my boyfriend happy?" And then if the picture pans to her mom, and it says,
"I've seen that."
Yeah, I let him sleep with my mom. And I was just like,
that.
What?
Yeah.
That was nasty.
It was on TikTok. Like she was standing there. She said, "How do I keep my boyfriend happy?" Then it fanned to her boyfriend and her mom, and they hugged up. And she said, "Let him sleep with my mom." And I was like,
"I know you. I know you lying."
She said she just confirmed it. Yeah.
But it's also a TV show right now called Smothered. I don't know if y'all heard about it. Smothered is basically moms and daughters, and they have these relationships that are more like friendships and not parenting, where some weird shit is happening on that show. Like, I'll say there was a mom and daughter episode where the mama was like, "Hey, I want you to wear something sexy for your husband tonight. I got you some lingerie, and I used to wear this with your daddy," and that was a little weird to me.
That I know what that
That
is.
was on the show,
Was the dad still around?
huh?
Did
Yeah,
they say the dad was around? He was
the
still
dad
around?
was still around, and the daughter. They were still together, and the mom gave the daughter pulled out her negligees and was like, "Hey, try on
That's
some of
going back.
these and see if you like it, so
Well,
you can wear it with your man."
I'm kind of
Um,
with that situation. I'm kind of because there's a thing that when a daughter gets married, the mom is kind of
yeah.
they supposed to
And that's
kind
what I
of
was gonna say. It's
give you
almost like lingerie
that
shopping.
garment or take you shopping for the garment that you're supposed to wear on your wedding night. Like
it wasn't none of that. It wasn't that. It was, "This is mama panties and bra sets that she wears for your
oh,
man." And she's like, "Here, baby, wear these for your man because your daddy likes it."
I'm out.
That's what happened.
I'm out.
Um,
I'm out.
There's another couple, and I watched it because at first I was like disgusted, but I'm like,
You be watching
this
some
shit gotta
weird
be
shit. You
fake.
know that? I'm just letting you know right now.
I did.
You do be watching
You be finding some
some weird
crazy
stuff.
ass shit.
Like
Oh, I
It's
seen
it.
this story on such and such. You like, what
You
the
wouldn't think that parents are like that. And there's an African American mother-daughter couple, and they share sex tapes. Like the daughter has sex with her
I seen
dude,
that.
shares it with the
I
mama,
seen that.
and
I
the
thought that
mama
was a
shares it
joke.
with her, and they dead ass serious.
I thought that was a joke for real talk. I saw that and yeah.
Dead ass.
Oh my god.
There's
flag on the
another.
play. Flag on the play.
Y'all gotta check the show
Mm.
out. It's
I'm not
yeah,
checking it out. I don't need. I already need therapy. I already
they
need
just
therapy. I don't
talk
need no more.
about their relationships. Like it was one they did the commercial, and apparently the mom and daughter wear the same type of clothes, and she's like, "These panties are too big," and she's like, "Mine are too small." We got on each other's panties, and they took them off and switched panties and pulled them up on their raw asses. Bullshit, you not. That's a lot for me. And
But
there's relationships out there that are parents that are friends with their kids like that. So yeah,
so that goes back to
this
what I said
parent and child
earlier.
shit gets deep. It ain't this what we talking about, some surface shit. They got some whole other
Yeah,
stuff
me and my daughter aren't
going
doing
on.
that.
Well, why you ain't bringing that shit up?
Ain't no way in hell we ain't doing that.
Cause that's some other shit right there. But yeah, the TV show is called Smothered. I believe it's on. Is it TLC? One of them. Y'all gonna have to look it up.
It's on
But that's
network.
basically what it's about. There's another couple. They're a lesbian relationship. One of them wants to get pregnant, and the mama did the thing on the daughter, and
What thing? Wait.
What?
the insemination.
Oh,
The
okay.
mama did it to the daughter.
So wait. So
So
the
whatever
mama
they
doctor?
use to put the sperms in the coochie, the mama
Where'd
put
she
it
get
up
it
in her
from?
daughter. I don't know how they doing this shit. I'm telling you what's. You're
I'm
gonna have
curious
to
now.
watch
Like
it and
what
tell
she?
me because I
What
don't
did she
know.
use? She used a squeegee?
I don't.
A spray bottle?
Probably a turkey based. Ain't that how they talked about they was doing it
That's
back
what
in
he
the
said,
shit?
a
I
spray
don't know.
bottle.
A spray bottle.
Could be.
Sperm in an aerosol
Girl,
can.
hold on. It ain't coming out right. Oh damn! I done put it on the shirt.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm
On that note, thanks. Hey, do a Russell Simmons.
I'm pretty done on
Thanks
that
for coming
note.
out tonight. God bless.
I'm pretty yeah, I'm done on that note. I got
And
nothing.
you said I'm gonna have to look that. I'm scared to look it up.
It's called Smothered. Yes.
I caught a piece because I want to say we seen the black couple, the mom and daughter couple. Somebody had posted it in the group before, but
I thought that was a joke though. I seen that. I thought they were being funny.
me and my daughter are
They
not
did
sharing a man. We ain't sharing clothes, especially undergarments. We ain't sharing none of them.
But you know what? It's a what's the name out there for that? It's a
based in light.
it's a fetish out there for that.
A fetish for what?
Mom and daughters, like the ancestral type of
But matter of fact, remember it was a black mom and daughter that was in a relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
with one another. Yeah.
I remember that. It was on Facebook, and she ended up slapping her daughter on the live because she had said something crazy about her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah.
So there's a whole
That's
list of
some
me and
other
my
shit
child
right
in
there.
That ain't parenting and power. That's a mental disorder. But it falls in line with what Sigmund Freud said though. A lot about human sexuality and parenting and shit. Because he said because one of his things is the first true love of a male is his mother, and it sometimes it does gets sexual.
No.
But as they listen, as they mature, those sexual whatever I don't want to say fantasies, but thoughts or issues start to fade away. But there's still that connection to you. That's why they say a man's first love is his mother.
It was a movie kind of about that too.
See, you be watching some weird shit.
Man, you
be watching some weird shit, like for real.
What you got, so I can get your stuff cut off. Because you
need to read a book.
No, this was a movie. This was a movie.
They need to bring back Reading Rainbow for your
Wasn't
ass.
it like Bates Motel or something?
Yeah,
I think it was like one of them type of movies, like Bates Motel series. I think it was something like that, where the mama liked her son. That's weird as hell. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, because
Sleepwalkers.
You
remember that movie Sleepwalkers?
I just remember
they turned into cats.
It might be, and the son got in the bed with his mama, and he was in his tighty whities. She cuddled him and was holding him and rubbing his back to warm him up.
I think it was Sleepwalkers.
Okay, maybe it was that. Okay, yeah. It was. I think it was that episode after the little car ride to the park or wherever. Yeah, okay, that one. See, you seen it too. You're just as crazy as I am.
Y'all are disturbed.
No, that movie is old as dirt. We watched that and I think it came out when I was in high school. You know, you think you're going to see a scary movie?
I think it was middle school.
It was. Hold on. Let me see if I can put it up. Okay, that movie came out in 1992. I graduated in 1996.
Oop. So, like I said, middle elementary. Never mind.
So that movie, we thought we were seeing a scary movie, and I remember us being in Windsor Park Mall in the movie theater. We was like, "This is kind of creepy."
That shit was creepy.
It ain't scary. It's kind of creepy.
Cause wasn't he bringing the little girls home for the mama, and they was doing the whole shit?
Make that face again. Please make that face again. One more time. One more time.
I thought about it after I did it. I'm like, maybe not.
Do it for the vine. Go do it for the vine.
I ain't gonna do that.
You know, there was a Sleepwalker too.
It is.
It says
y'all are funny to me.
Because there's a trailer for 2017 and one for 2019. I think it says two sleepwalkers. Like it's a second.
Oh, okay.
You gonna go watch that shit, ain't you?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Shanika is.
I watched that a lot of times when I was younger. That one and the one about the little elf man. There was that little thing. He had a little knife, and the little cat kept the.
Yep. I
You know
know
which one I'm talking about? The kid, I
Yep.
don't remember. There was a little gremlin thing that was trying to steal the little boy's breath, and the cat eye.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah. Mm-hmm. I
Yep.
remember that. Yeah.
Girl,
They
don't
gonna
know
be
nothing
looking at
about
us
this.
real crazy right now. Yeah.
All right, yeah. I'm looking this shit up now. Like,
Look
Yep.
up Sleepwalkers, and I can't remember what that other movie name is.
I think it was Cat Eye.
I think maybe.
no,
Yeah.
Cat Eye was about the cat that. No, the Cat Eye was about the. I think I seen that one. That was about the cat that, like, every time somebody got that cat, something crazy happened to him.
Nope, it ain't, because I found it, and this is a 1980. Yep, Cat's Eye by Stephen King. Yep, and it got the little ugly troll, little monster baby thing. Yeah, I thought it was a little boy though. I guess it wasn't.
No, it's a girl.
I thought it was a little boy, but yeah, it's a little
Cause
girl.
like I think that's the
Cause
one
see,
like
look,
when the dude
Yeah, that's
see
the
the
little
little
girl that
gremlin.
was. She was pretty popular
ain't that a
back
Stephen
then.
King movie? Yup.
Yeah, that one, Cat's Eye.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Cause
y'all
there's
gonna
one
make me
part.
start watching
There's
some
one part in
old
there when
movies.
the husband they kidnapped the husband's wife and put her in a cage and tell the husband that if he smokes, he was trying to quit smoking, and so he said every time they smoke they were gonna shock his wife, and so he was driving down the street not thinking that nobody was gonna see him smoke. Man, they lit her ass up. Oh, they lit her ass up.
What was that?
I think it was Cat's Eye. I promise you it
It
was
can't
Cat's
be
Eye.
Cat's Eye.
I would
I
say
promise
this:
you it was. That shit was
we watched
funny.
some crazy shit apparently in our younger days.
Yeah. Oh, and Tommy Knockers. I was a Stephen King fan anyway. And what's the one when they got on the plane and went through
Why
something?
your ass is warped right now?
Langoliers was good too. That was
That's
my
why your ass is warped. That's why your mind is warped right now.
Yeah, we watched
I'm
some.
just I've
But I'm
always
feeling
been
that
a
way too
sci-fi
when we
fan.
watched them old movies like, look, Parent or Pal. When we were watching like Freddy Krueger, Jason, we shouldn't have been watching them movies.
But they weren't scary though.
Like 5.
Back then they were scary. Now they not scary. I be looking at this like we was.
They weren't scary. Well, when Freddy first came out, he was scary. The first one, he was scary. After that, he became funny. Now, Jason, on the other hand, Jason had a motherfucker want to live in the middle of the city.
Yeah, with all the
He's
lights.
like, I'm not going in the woods. Nope.
No,
Ain't none of that scared me.
No camp, nothing. No.
Cause you used to watching weird shit like that.
I was watching Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, Chucky, all of that. Was like,
Yeah, that was funny.
it was always, but like I said, Tommy Knockers, Cat's Eye. That was, I mean, that's what I did. All them scary movies.
Watching. Yeah. That's stuff.
That was some good shit.
Wow.
Now we getting off topic.
I
Reminiscing on
said
old shit.
Parent or Pal when I said it. That was Parent or Pal because I think the pals.
Just because you said that don't mean it's on topic.
The pals let us watch their movies.
Yeah,
I know I've
okay,
seen a
that's
whole
what
lot
I'm
of
saying.
movies that I should not have been.
That wasn't no pal. Y'all, y'all badasses were out there sneaking to go get that shit.
I wouldn't.
No, that one I wasn't.
Looking in your parent room, making sure they sleep and turning the TV down real low.
No, I didn't. I didn't have to sneak and watch those.
I sure didn't.
I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
It was more of the being in two different parenting households, where one parent was more lax than the other parent. Because ain't no way I couldn't have watched the movies with my daddy.
That's another thing. That's another thing too about that. How
My dad didn't allow.
Okay.
Is I think it's being a daddy, just having a daughter, and then him being a minister, a man of the cloth. He didn't allow a lot of stuff. So,
yeah, because y'all preacher kids are bad. Ooh, y'all are bad.
Excuse me?
Y'all are bad.
No, we are not.
It's a lot of people online that will say different, but continue.
Exactly. And the church say amen. Amen again.
And I
amen one more time.
My father.
One for the father. One for the sun.
He accepted that calling. I didn't accept that calling.
Oh, you didn't pick up the phone?
No, I
Hmm.
didn't. I snatched the plug out the wall.
I keep telling her she gonna be a first lady.
Yes, I told her that
You
too.
will not put that on me, Ricky
Had a big
Bobby.
ass hat.
No, ma'am. Y'all got that? No, ma'am. Nah. Them
Gonna
big
have that big ass hat with that bad ass wig on.
No, that ain't my style and my stilo. Pop, don't get me wrong, kudos for who that fits. And if you are that, the first lady, the whatever, that ain't.
Just because the more you fight it, the more it's gonna come.
No, that's just
It
not my
shall come.
lane. And I'm okay with that not being my lane. That's not my lane.
She gonna call me one day and say, Shanika, I've been delivered.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the first lady of
I couldn't
whatever.
be, you know,
I've been delivered.
we are finna get off a little bit, but I
Delivered.
couldn't be a first lady. There's a lot of stuff that I saw growing up in church, being an administrator, being a minister's daughter, that I've seen first
Some of them
ladies
first ladies are mean.
endure. Some of them are, a lot of them are mean and mean to everybody, but I've seen some stuff that first ladies endure on levels of disrespect that I've been to snatch somebody's wig.
That's a whole nother
definitely.
conversation, though. That's a whole nother.
It
That's a
is.
whole nother show.
Oh,
It
definitely.
is. Because I
That's a whole
couldn't.
show.
Yeah, I can't be that. I'd be a totally different chick. I didn't see some real disrespectful
You be pulling a mud deal.
females,
This ain't what you want.
Mhm.
like real disrespectful females, that be in the church when they got their own pastor.
Mm.
They go through some great lengths to try to get past them.
Baby.
So I've seen some stuff, and you know I have a lot of ministers in my family, and I've seen some stuff, and I'd be like, I've been in snatched them.
Right?
Yeah, I've been in. I'd be
Got kicked out the church.
I'd be first lady snatch a hoe.
That part. Did you see what first? Did you hear about what first lady did last Sunday? Yes, honey. She snatched Sister Brown wig clean off her head.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know that's not a position for me. I don't care how much I grow or whatever else. That's not for me. That's not for me. I'm not worried about you. You gonna get that deaconship and gonna be who you supposed to be. I need you to be great.
I ain't be man. I can't be a deacon.
You
Cause I've
done,
been cut somebody out.
you done sung hymns and
I'll be like, hey.
the sermon and everything while we done been on this podcast.
I'll be like, hey. He's still working on me. Like the church say, I'm half hood, half holy.
Half holy, half hood.
Oh, hey, you don't want. Better hope the holy side come out. Cause if not, I'm gonna make your ass holy. Cause I'm gonna lay hands.
That's a big hand.
Mm-hmm. What it say? Pray
That's
with
like
me, don't
assault
play
and
with me.
battery. Just doing that's assault and battery.
See, that's why I only see that just hurt my hand. See, look at my hand now. Oh, that probably.
I don't even see how you shoot a gun with them raggedy fingers.
He probably got trigger finger too.
Girl, they
Man,
be
I'm
like
ready.
this. If they catch it with hand real, they be like this.
Hey, that's all I need. Just like that. Because of the fit.
And
Like,
he be
hey.
trying to eat. I seen him, he be trying to eat them pancakes sometimes.
Hey.
Like this.
my hand like G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip. Slap that gun in there.
He should have been mentioning that on last week's episode when they was talking about what hurt. He should have been like, I got the monkey. I don't remember you mentioning the monkey paw.
I guess I did. I said my
You did
hand.
the monkey paw?
You know,
Yeah,
my
he
joint.
did. His whole
He
body is the ailment. It
Oh,
is.
okay.
Yeah.
That's
It
what
is,
it was.
yeah.
Okay.
It came up. His whole
And I
body.
got a knot in my back. I can't get out. I can't reach that motherfucker. But
Is
anyway,
it lipoma?
in my
kind of
back.
knot? What kind of knot is it?
How am I gonna get glaucoma in my back?
I said a lipoma, fool.
Oh, I thought you said glaucoma. I'm like, I can tell you ain't go to nobody medical school. Don't, man.
That
Shoot.
sound like you need to go get a good old massage, sir.
I probably do. I
Yeah,
really
that's
probably do.
stress. That knot is stress.
Oh, you think
Need
it's a
to
stress
Probably
knot?
is.
go work, get that worked out.
I will concur.
They probably gonna have to WWF on your
Yeah,
back.
cause these little Asian ladies, they be looking at me
You
like,
you
no,
need like
no. I
no,
need about 5 on.
you need about
Take for
10
one.
Asian ladies, yeah, to get
Make
that.
sure they understand what kind of massage you asking for.
Well,
Right.
That's
Yeah,
probably why they like, no. Be like, no, I want a real deep tissue massage. I'm not asking for no happy endings. They know how y'all soldiers be, but continue. That's another episode.
Not me.
She no black woman.
Something wrong with y'all. Something really wrong with y'all. All right, we had 2 hours. All right, let's go. Let's get it.
well, I did my outro already.
How you did your
I
outro?
don't remember that.
I did a
How
part.
you go
No,
first?
you did. That's
I
right.
did a little. Okay,
No,
done.
you did.
Whoever.
You ain't do a motherfucking thing, huh?
Do your outro. Take your pick, whoever. And then y'all both gonna sit there with the same freaking facial expression. And look. You know what?
I don't know what to say about this, but I'll say whatever one you decide to do, a parent or a pal, there's a certain obligation that we have bringing these children into this world. We are supposed to equip them with the things that they need to be adults and good people and people with manners, people with respect. These kids that's being raised as being friends and not being parenting. Just remember that when they get older, like in your old ass is at somebody's nursing home or driving your little putt or pushing your shopping cart, a lot of these people that y'all raising on this friendship type shit are gonna be the folks that you run into out there in the world. And just remember that like we want them to have respect for us the same way that we did our elders and not have to worry about people talking about some because I'll whoop an old hoe.
Ooh,
We don't need
I done
that.
heard that too.
I hear so many young women saying
Yes,
they don't
I've heard that.
mind. I don't these hands for everybody. Your hands shouldn't be for the elders. You shouldn't be cussing out an old lady because she's pushing her cart too slow. Like let's not be those type of people. Let's not, and let's do our obligation as parents to just have good people out in this world and do what we can. You can be a parent, you can be a pal, but where else they gonna get it from if they don't get it from you?
Bishop Don Juan.
I'm still trying to figure out the hands for the old people.
I've heard it
I hate that. I see
I've
it
heard
and
it.
I hear it often.
from the
And then
young
you
ones.
wonder why I say I don't fight no more. I'm just shooting. I'm gonna be that 70-year-old motherfucker sitting there with a 38 in his lap.
Just
Run up on me if
shooting
you want to.
everything, huh?
Could you imagine like somebody try to come for my older auntie or my grandma or my
Run
somebody?
up on me if
Now
you
you
want to.
can get fucked off.
Run up
You
on me if you want
baby,
to.
don't do that. You need to watch.
Pull up on me.
Yep. I don't that's disrespectful. And that's too I hate that term and hearing it. And a lot of these younger girls and the boys too. Well, I don't hear the boys as much as I hear the girls say it, but yeah, they're a little bit too loose lipped with that. And that's a term I wish would phase away and not happen because that's not a good look. Because there's somebody else got a child that's hot headed out there that been and blown your ass away because you fucking with
Yep.
their mom.
Beating on your mama because you was trying to beat on somebody else.
Yep. Now you and your mama done got y'all ass with fucking with the wrong child parent. Don't do it. Save your whole family line of trauma and embarrassment.
Come on, Steph. Steph. Okay. This,
My bad. I'm a hood.
Nah, she said everything I got to say. Like,
okay, well, cool.
yeah, it's this is a unique topic because it's ever evolving because of people are learning, people are understanding each other better. So, remember, just because you have a child, you're not a parent.
Mm,
All right, and you can be a parent without a child. So
agreed.
just guide these people guide the young people, the young folks in the right direction, and teach them the way. Just make them better than where we come from
Yeah.
and what we've been through. Um, Last but not least, I want to give a shout out. Not even a shout out. I hmm, um Shout out to my homeboy Noel. I'ma mourn you till I George. My dog. I love you, bro. That's all I got.
Outro. Um, Definitely, if you didn't have the best parenting, being raised, and you have children, try to be better than what your parents were to you, to your children. Um, as we grow, please remember that those children that are untaught turn into untaught adults. And when you leave this world, you're leaving that untaught adult here lost to fend for themselves. And that can be very catastrophic for that individual when they're not learning um, things that we should learn: hygiene, how to wash clothes, how to cook. There's nothing wrong with teaching your son and daughter how to cook and be able to care for themselves if anything were to ever happen to you before they're of age. Um, so let's be better. Let's be greater. Let's uplift our children instead of knocking them down. Um, you never know the effects that you're putting on your child with a lot of the negative things can be best. It has been said. I hear kids being called fat, dumb, stupid. Those have long term effects on your child, believe it or not. Even as far as getting them up in the morning and screaming at them or raising your voice. If anything, let's put a goal in mind. Let's put a goal. Let's start there. Changing the way that you wake your child up in the morning. If you're used to screaming, hollering, and fussing, let's try to work on not screaming, hollering, and fussing. Believe it or not, that really kind of sets their day up, how they wake up. Um, DW, condolences to you as well as your friend's family. Um, I couldn't imagine losing either one of my best friends um, at all. Actually, like I said earlier, when you mentioned it was like message because I haven't seen one of my best friends since I left Dallas. So we talk often, but we haven't seen each other. So
Yeah, that's the crazy part. Cause before I came out here, that's what we said. We said we was gonna link up when I get back. Cause last time I saw him, I was in Texas.
yeah. So that's some real stuff. Definitely on some real stuff. So Ed, if you watching or if you watched this week, we need to make that happen, Captain, because it's been a while. So to everyone, we thank you for watching, tuning in, supporting, liking the pages, the YouTube, subscribing, sharing. I see so much of being shared, liked. New viewers, we definitely welcome you. But we thank everyone for the support. This is like another job for us, honestly, but it's one where we're a voice and being able to have conversations that many people aren't trying to have. So we are definitely trying to set a narrative of openness and definitely of communication, because you'll find out we don't talk. We got some people that do this all day long and that's all they doing. Ain't nothing positive, helpful coming out mouth or anything. So let's be better. Let's be better, and definitely let's be greater. So next week we are doing. Next week is the real estate. Ah, yes. Next week.
Oh yeah.
Real estate with Mark Anthony. Definitely if you need some info, some guidance, you're a single mom and you think maybe I'll never be able to get a house. Tune in next week. Mark Anthony is freaking amazing. He is a realtor with his own realtor business, and he is out here doing it, like doing it to it. Anybody, if you watched the LGBTQIA episode, he was the energetic guy that was on there, very handsome model type. But he was shooting a lot of good info on that episode. So if you're thinking, who's that? Go watch that episode. But he is a great guy, very awesome. I just fell in love with him because his spirit is just, it is just out of this world. All the guys on there was just awesome. They became my babies, and I just got a special love for them, obviously, honestly. But definitely tune in, because he will be dropping gems, even as far as fixing credit, which from my understanding, he helps with that also. So definitely tune in and check that out. Ask questions, learn. This is definitely a learning experience, because you got a lot of us were not taught about credit. Some of our credit was messed up before we were even of age. And it still look a little raggedy because of that damage that we didn't do. And some people, we just didn't get that knowledge or understanding of how important credit is, or how to go through the process of buying a house or getting a house. So definitely tune in next week to that real estate segment and learn something for real. So again, like, share, subscribe, rewatch, whatever. We definitely appreciate it all. And we will see y'all next week at 8 Central. And we are out.
Deuce, they saw the finger.
Or chosen for this here time. I don't want what you got, I only want what's mine. This right here is for you that crossed the line. All up in the club screaming, dip, she mighty fine. Walking up to me, trying to cop a feel. Whisper in my ear, talking about your $1 million. Nah, that's cap, you got 1 million baby mamas. And Jazzy walk